So today we are going to solve a problem from GFG, aka Geeks for Geeks. So let's get started. I hope you all are familiar with the problem statement. If not, don't worry. I'll go through it once again. So the summary of the problem is as follows. Let's say some friend went to a restaurant and the waiter came with a menu containing n dishes. Basically, n dishes. Okay. So each dish on the menu is disliked by at least one of the friend. And so as you can see, each dish is disliked by exactly one of your friends. So we have to order in such a way such that we receive the minimum bill, or in this case minimum cost. If it is not possible to order in a way that satisfy everyone, that is if one friend dislike all the dishes, then we'll have to return -1. So I hope this clears the question. So basically what we'll have to do, find the minimum amount you need to spend such that all friends have something to eat, considering that the dish can be shared among multiple people. Yeah, we know that friend believes in sharing, so yeah, they can share their meal. And any friend who dislike a dish will not consume it. So that means if a friend likes all the dishes, then we can't order anything because one of the friends will not be satisfied, and in that case we'll have to return -1. So let's see an example also. So let's say in this case there are 5 dishes and there are prices of the dishes, and this is the dislike arrow, which basically tells which friend dislike which dish. So this dish is disliked by the first friend. This dish, which is on the second index, is disliked by this friend, and same is as follows. So basically, how can we order? So we can. So for the first person, he can't have any of this dish, any dish. Like he can't have these 2 dishes. So I'll have to order one from here. So which one should I order? 12? No, I can't order 12 because I want the bill to be minimum. So I'll order the dish with minimum price. So basically in this case 5. Similarly, what will I do for 3? So 3, the third friend can't have this dish. So I can choose any dish from these 2 or these 2. So which one should I choose? Obviously the minimum one. So I can choose any of them, but I can't choose. Oh, I think we can choose any. So let's say I choose this 8. So in this, we can choose any of them like this or this, but currently I'm going to choose, let's say this, we are going to choose this. Now the second friend can't have this dish, so I'll have to choose the minimum. So which one is the minimum? We'll choose this one, because out of 10, 8, 5, 8, this one is the minimum. And now this fourth friend, he can't have this dish, so he'll also have the minimum, which is basically this one. So in total we only ordered 2 dishes, this one and this one, and all friends were satisfied, and as we see that all of the friends were satisfied. So that's how we came to the output 5 plus 8, 30. Similarly here, the friend number 1 disliked both the dishes. We can't order anything, that's why the output is -1. So I hope that tells us that what's the question asking and how do we return the answer. So yeah, let's get started. Look at the problem statement. Let us try and visualize the problem. Okay. So let's say I have an array. Let's say I have an array for prices. Okay. So this is my prices array. And let's say I have an array for let's say dislikes, which basically represent friends. Okay. So I have a cost, let's say first dish is of 2 rupees, another is of 4 bucks, and let's say this one is 5 and this one is 1 buck. Okay. So, and let's say this is disliked by first friend, this is disliked, let's use any other color. This is disliked by first friend, this is third, this is disliked by second friend, and this is by third. So as we can see, in total there are only 3 friends. And how many dishes are there? There are 4 dishes. So there is the one way which I can tell you, the easiest one is basically that we can somehow see that we can see this first person cannot have this dish. So he can have any of the other dish. Am I correct or not? He can have this one, this one, this one, or this one. Am I wrong? No. So from these two, which one should I order? I know this one. So before ordering, because I can't just do like this for every person, like I'm checking, then again I'm checking. So before doing like this, like doing directly from array, I like to collect my data somewhere so that I know which dish is disliked by which person. So in the end, I can just discard it. Okay, because let's say I'm in 2 and I know he disliked this, but I don't know at the moment when I'm at this position that he also does not dislike this. And let's say this would have been 2 and this would have been 1, this would have been 2 and this would have been 1. So I would have selected this dish. Let me make it more clear. Let's say this was 1 and this was 2. And I am here and I would have seen that second friend does not like this dish, and then I would have selected the minimum out of these 3 and I would have selected 1. But when I move ahead, I will see that 1 cannot be this dish cannot be eaten by this person. So that poses a dilemma. So that's why I can't just do it in a for loop by iteration. So that's why I think we'll need a class or maybe a hash map. So I'll tell you how to do it via hash map. So we'll use a hash map. So in this case, we'll use a hash map. And how many friends are there? There are basically 3 friends. So I'll just create for 3. So I'll just keep the friend as key and I'll just map it with their disliked one. So the first friend disliked dish number 0. The second friend disliked dish number 1 and 2. So in array list there will be 1 and 2. And the third friend disliked this dish. So basically third one. So with the use of this map, I'll just check whether I don't have to consider only the 0th index dish, and I can order the minimum 1 in the rest of the dishes. In this case, I'll just discard 0 and I'll choose minimum from here, let's say 1. So the first person, let's say there are 3 persons. First, second, let's make it clearly. So yeah, I'll make the array again. Okay. So now the record, let's say, was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's say friends were 1, 2, 2, and 3. Oh, yeah. So now let's come on to this first person. Okay. So I know that this first person cannot have this dish because I checked it in my hash map and I checked the value of the particular friend that he can't have the first dish, but he can have any of these dishes. And I will choose the minimum one. In this case, I'll choose 2. Now this, my second person, let's choose the other, yeah. He can't have this or this dish. So I can either take this one or this one. So I'll choose this one because this is the minimum. So I choose it. Now my third person, he can't have this dish. So he can't have this dish. So I can choose the minimum which I have already bought. Okay. So I no need to buy any dish for this person, he can already eat this one. So my minimum bill would be 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So basically that would be my minimum amount to be spent. Now there is a catch here. Let's say this one 1, this one is 1 and this one is 2. Okay, and somehow let's say the minimum in this after excluding 4 is 1. So you'll say I should buy this dish. But the issue with buying this dish is that I have already bought another dish, this one 2 here. So if I go buying this one again, it will just increase my bill because I already have a dish which this person can eat. So I have no need to buy another dish for this particular person. So this basically tells us that we'll need a flag with the dish which will tell us that this dish is already bought. So either we can introduce a class or we can do it in a hash map with a integer boolean relationship. Like integer will be the key and boolean will be the value. So we can choose any other way. Started with the code. So basically we'll need first variable main cost. In the case let's initialize 0 and we'll just cost. Okay, simple enough. And I'll need a class also. So let's say class. I'm storing dish. See, I have dish like prices here for each dish, but I would like to manage that is bought thing separately. You can use hash map. I'll be using class here. So basically, what will my this dish class it will have? It will have a price. It will have a boolean variable which is bought. Let's give it a constructor so I can initialize it. So let's say price and this dot price is equal to price. It's all just this Java this dot and a new dish has been created. We know that it is in port yet. We'll just mark it false. So I hope this is it for the class. So let's just create dishes. Let's create dish array. Dishes, which is basically new dishes. New dish array. And what would be the length? Same as the prices. Nothing same as the prices. So we'll just use O2 less than prices dot length, I guess. So same as this. Just use it here prices dot length and I plus and yep, that's it. Are we forgetting anything? I don't think so. Yep, we are not forgetting anything. So that seems fine. So just initialize dishes. So dishes I will be equal to new dishes. New dish. The constructor just pass the value to constructor. I'll pass price. Which is basically price. So now I'll have all my dishes. So that's the first part which we just completed. Dishes object using class or class. Just use hash in the next part of the problem. So now I need a hash map to store my friend, like my friend and the dishes he does not like. So the dishes he does not like will go in an integer. So let's name the map friends slide dishes. I don't like it's a very big name and weird. Just to make it understandable. Let's go with it. Just copy this for loop here. Just fix the formatting and just remove this. So basically, what's the friend? So friend. So in friend, which is basically which will be our key is just dislikes. I make it, and the dishes we don't like. Dish, dislike dish. It's a dislike dish. Index will be current index. Although we can directly use that, but just for your better understanding, I'm using it like this. Now we'll just have to put the value in the map. I won't write this big variable again, so let's just put like this. So we'll just get different, and we'll just again use get or default for this. If we already have that friend, we'll just okay. So what we'll do is we'll put a new array list. Array. If we already have, we just use friend. Otherwise, we use dislike index. Or not dislike index. We use new list. New array list of integer. Okay, and now we'll just update the map. So basically get friend or add dislike. Now we'll add it. So now second part of the code is also done. Second part of the code is also done, like mapping with the friend dislike dishes. I hope we are going step by step and smoothly. Let me know in the comments. The only thing left is to put the minimum every time and just add it in the bill. Basically our minimum cost, or just, yeah, our minimum cost, which we are returning here. So how will we get it? So we'll traverse by friend, like I showed you in the here. Like we'll go for first friend, check what he dislike, and get the value from the remaining dishes. So the same thing we're going to do here. We'll just traverse the map. So let's just traverse the map. Teacher friend, and put the map and get the key set. And yeah, now we got the key set. Now let's get the list of teachers. Excluded dishes. Will be no, and let's dot. Basically, what we copied here, just copy. Yep. So this will be my excluded dish. Now what I have to do, I have to get the minimum price. The price of dish. Price of dish. Which will get minimum price. Minimum price. Dishes. Get minimum price. So that's it. We'll just pass dishes and we'll pass excluded dishes for this particular friend. For this particular friend. And then we'll get what do we say, min cost plus min cost plus equal this price of dish. And there's one more thing. If this excluded dish, like there is a one person who dislike all the dishes. So basically what I mean is, if this excluded dish or size, if its size becomes equal to the menu, this price list, it means there is a person who dislike all the dishes. So that means we can't order anything. So what do we have to do in that case? We have to write minus no dishes can be ordered. So yep, I think that's it. Now the only thing left is this function. Okay, so let's start it. Get rid of this dish. Dishes and list of integer excluded dishes. Let's just go list. Now main price will be equal teacher.max value. Correct. Now just run a for loop for this, for loop for dishes, and just get this. Alright. If dish dot contain that particular dish is, so we don't have to do anything, so I'll only traverse the data where excluded dish, like the current dish is not in excluded dish. So that's it. And we'll do one more thing. Dishes. Okay, or we have to get current dish also. The dish which we are going to buy. So that will be our dish, current dish. Okay. So if current dish is not equal, for now you will be seeing like it will always be null. Current dish is bought. Current dish, you can see price. Now, if a dish has already been bought out of the dish which we are traversing, then just return. So if dish is I dot is bought true, the dish is already been bought. So what are we going to do? We are going to do nothing, because out of the dish which we are already trying to buy, if one of the dish is already bought, we are just going to eat that same dish. We are not going to buy anything. So if while traversing any dish, we found that any of the dishes are bought, just return from data. We will go do nothing. But let's say those dishes are bought. Okay. So dishes are bought. So what we'll do is check if the current dish price is less than the price of the dish which we are ordering right now. If price of the dish which we are ordering right now is less than, like basically this dish price is less than our current dish which we are ordering, then we are going to change the dish like this, and we are going to update the current dish, because now we are ordering this dish. Now we are ordering our dish as this particular dish, so we'll have to update our current dish, because now we are ordering this dish. So yep, I think that's it. This should work. Let's try and see if we have hit any error. Let's go back. Let's try to compile and run. Let's see if there is any error. I don't think there will be any price. Also, there is an price. So first update here. Do we have to update any other places? No. Where is it getting error? Or okay, yeah. It didn't finish the tag here. So let's just go in. Okay. So is that the issue, or am I using prices anywhere else? I don't think so. Let's try. Yeah, so as you can see, compilation completed and the output is correct. Let's now try and submit it. taking time. As you can see, the time taken 0.25, correct submission, count 2, attempt number 5. So basically we have submitted the question. It's showing 0 points because I've already submitted. So I hope you like the solution. Please give a like